Well, hello everybody. I'm so glad to see everybody on my channel again. Today is a new subject matter, and today we're going to discuss the top 10 things to do when starting a side hustle in your senior years. Now, I want to always remind everybody before I get started with my top 10 list that to like, to share, to comment, and to subscribe on my channel. It just takes a few minutes to do those four little things that will help me out tremendously into spreading my message to the YouTube world. And I hope that so far, I started this YouTube channel almost 2 months now, and I have several videos that are really, really important in the lives of older folks like me, because I love to talk. Actually, I had a nickname in high school. People used to call me Parakeet all the time because I really enjoyed talking to people and giving out my opinions. So this started at an early age in high school for me. So this Parakeet, which was my nickname, uh, is going to go ahead and continue this channel day after day until I take my last breath. That is just the way I am. I'm entering into my senior years again, except these senior years are older senior years. And I hope that people will learn from my wisdom that I've accumulated over the years. Now, let's get through this top 10 list of things to do when starting a side hustle in your senior years. You say, why would I want to start a side hustle? Well, look at the economy. Look at the hard times us average, ordinary folks are going through. We just cannot make enough money anymore to when you're on Social Security because the government refuses to pay us what we're truly worth. They won't give us complete health care. Uh, I have to watch my pennies on a monthly basis. So I have to create a side hustle to bring in a little bit more money. Now you're not going to get rich, but you bring in a little bit more money so you can live, so you can feed yourself, so you can keep a roof over your head, so you can pay those medical bills that Medicare does not cover. Why Medicare does not cover 100% of our medical bills is beyond me. I can never understand why the government is torturing us, why the government is holding back the trillions of dollars they have that they could help us seniors out. We are living in our last days, and the government does not care about us one shape, form, or anything. All they want to do is become rich. Our representatives are evil. Most of them are wicked as hell. And I, as you can tell by my attitude, I do not believe the government is going in the right direction. And we need to change that. And by changing that, and it's going to help you, is it's going to create extra income. Okay. Number one on my list, start a side hustle that you are passionate about. Now, I know you have lived a long life and you have such wisdom up there in that shenanigan of yours. You have the capabilities of creating some kind of things that you're passionate about that you can turn into a money making business. Okay. Now, you don't want to go overboard. Start small. Okay. Now, number two on my list, make sure that it's in your budget so you don't put a strain on your budget on your limited resources. Make sure it's something you can start that will not cost you an arm and a leg to start, okay? Because we don't have the money. Seniors are poor. I have never met a senior citizen that is rich and living a rich lifestyle. They're just not out there. The majority of people on Social Security make less than $1,400 a month. Who in the hell in this day and age can live on $1,400 a month? Nobody. So you have to get serious about creating a side business that's within your budget so you can help yourself. Don't wait for the government to help you because they're not going to, okay? Help yourself by starting your side business. Start it. Number three is start small and grow with time. Okay. You start with a small customer base, selling them whatever you're passionate about. If you're passionate about plants, grow plants and make a profit off of it. If you're passionate about childcare, get you a part-time job in childcare and then eventually open up your own childcare center. You know, there's always ways to make extra money. You can go out and do so many things. You can help people in their homes if you're still able to help yourself. Go help other people in their homes. Uh, Go to a volunteer center, and they usually have a lot of leads in volunteer centers that you can make extra money at. Okay, this person always needs help there. And they're willing to pay you, $20, $30 to go do their shopping or what have you because they're not able to go out and do it themselves. There's always a way. Use your brain. There's always a way to make money. Number four on my list is make sure you stay under the income guidelines of Social Security. Why, you ask again? The reason is if you go overboard and start making a lot of money in the beginning, and your Social Security, puts you in a bracket where you have to stay within that bracket. Don't go over that bracket because for every dollar you make, they will take 50% of that, no matter what it is. If for every $2 you make, they will take $1 of it if you go over your budget and over that bracket that you're in. So be mindful of that always, because they will take $1 for every $2 you earn on your side business. Okay, so be careful. Number five, your goal is to make enough money to help you get through these hard times, not to become a billionaire or a millionaire. If you make a lot of money at it, well, that's fine. But if you make a little bit of money at it, that's fine too, because, every penny counts to be added to your budget. So just be mindful of that fact that your goal is not to become rich. It is just to help you out to create extra income so you can survive during these hard times. Number six on my list is you have a lot of wisdom up there, like I said, in that shenanigan of your brain, yours. You have so much wisdom that you have accumulated over a lifetime. Use that knowledge you have to create a business of some sort that will produce you enough money to live on. You want to be comfortable in your retirement age, so you want to produce enough money to be comfortable. Over time, be smart. Use this knowledge that you have up here. Use it. Use it to make money. Use it to keep a roof over your head, to keep your expenses down. You can do a lot by the wisdom that you have. Now, number seven on my list, stop with your doubts and insecurities and just get started. It's just people, when they start this side hustle, they're always very doubtful. Oh, this is not going to produce me any money. It doesn't make any difference if it produces a little money or a lot of money. Go ahead and get started. That's the most important advice I can give you with this video that we're on. Number eight on my list is something that's really, really important, and that is always to create, just sit down one evening in your special space at home and where there's peace and quiet, get you a glass of wine, put on some nice music, and just start jotting down a list of ideas that you think will make you money. Start that list and jot down maybe 5 or 10 items on that list where you think you're going to make money. Okay, and then just start crossing them off one by one, and eventually you'll get down to one where you have an idea. And if you have a creative mind like I do, I'm always coming up with something to make a little extra money. This will help you out tremendously. Number 9 on my list, you're saying, well, I have this idea. How do I get customers now to buy this idea? Well, start with your friends and family. Friends and family, you can start there, and then you can go with the friends of the friends, grow there, tell them that you're selling this item or for extra money, and create your customer base from there. That's always a good thing to do, is start with your friends and family and then move on. Now, the final thing on the list, the most important way to start a side hustle is just start. Don't have those doubts. Go ahead and start. Even if you start and you fail and you don't make any money at it, go to your list and go to the next item and start. You know, always start. That's always what holds people back. They don't want to jump into the fire. But how in the world are you going to make any money if you don't jump into the fire and get started? Always start it. Do it. You will be surprised at what you can do. And when times are rough on your life, start. That is the best time to start, because you have that motivation behind you and you will succeed. I guarantee once you start, you will guarantee a certain income every month. I started out with Macari, started posting on Macari of things to sell. I started out with less than 50 items on there, and I was maybe getting, 2 or 3 sales a month. Then I moved it up to 100 items, 200 items. Eventually, I got to a point where I had 500 items on a list on Macari, which is a website where you can sell stuff to make money. I had 500 items listed on there. Most of them was my personal stuff that I was selling, and I was making jewelry and selling my jewelry on there. And I was getting an income of every month. There's some months I made $100. There's some months that I made $200. You know, you can get around it. Go look at Poshmark or other like eBay, or Macari. Those are great sites to sell your products, whatever you're selling or whatever you're making. If you're crafty and you're making, you paint a lot or you do pencil drawings, put them on those sites and they will sell. Eventually, you will find a buyer for those products that you're selling. So don't let it hinder you. Go ahead and get started and do it today. I hope you all have enjoyed this. I really enjoy putting this combination of these 10 items together, and I hope you will learn from them. Go through the 10 items and see if they can apply to you to make that extra money to get you through these hard times. I love you all. Bye bye. Blessed be, and see you next time. Bye. Love you.